Do you know the whole thing around the 23,000 submissions for the last round of the reason? Yep. Well, in this clip, John Campbell embarrasses the crap out of him because David Seymour tries to say that 23,000 submissions is a pretty good sort of feel of the community, to which John Campbell says very quickly, but you say they're all bots. So he's trying to use the number 23,000 when he wants to say we've had good coverage from the country. But when it comes up not in his favour, he just says they're all bots. And guess what TVNZ did with this incredibly incriminating, embarrassing part of the interview? They left it out of the edit. I thought the only reason these guys edited was to make these guys look bad. The only one that's made ACT look bad in this conversation is ACT. Have a quick listen.
I see it in the Law Society's view, it is striking that a policy protest purporting to promote good lawmaking and high quality regulation should fail to meet the proposal's own standards.
Okay. I have no idea what they mean by that.
So they mean inadequate consultation?
Right. So we had you can't say we had 23,000 people write in and consultations inadequate.
I thought they were spam emails.
No, there are also a number of quite serious ones. There's some substantial people.
So were they serious ones, spam email or not?
Well, the difference is if it's somebody saying, I oppose this bill because someone told me to, that's spam. Right. If it's someone who writes a lengthy and detailed submission on whether they think this is a good policy or whether there's a different way to solve the problem, there was that too.
So there you go. Seymour both saying that it was a very good sign that we had 23,000 submissions, but also they're bots when we don't want to talk about only 0.3% went my way. TVNZ didn't show that clip. I mean, it's on the TVNZ website because contrary to Mr. Seymour's claims that they want to put this out there so everybody can see the full interview is there. Oh, sorry, I got it too far, haven't I? There, right there. This is the full interview.
On gangbusters,
and look,
I've gone like that.
Much better quality.
And I've maintained a really good relationship with everyone else at Radio New Zealand who I generally like. So it's up to them to change.
It's a good gallery team at Radio New Zealand.
So there you go. So it's just David Seymour is a little bitch. The right project what they're actually doing. He is the snowflake. The right are the ones. I mean, like, if anyone can talk about snowflakes with confidence, it's people in the Lower South Island right now. Fair? And I just want us to stay on this. I just want us to point out again and again and again. And let's just talk about ACT for a second, as I'm about to throw it across to you, Chewie, and talk about how there are so many things you're about to see with Jack Tame where ACT say, we want to do it this way. And they go, but your legislation says you're not allowed to do it that way. Oh, yeah, other people aren't allowed to do it that way, but we want to do it this way. And it's just more examples of it again and again and again. Chewie.
I do not like this narrative that has come out of David very recently, that there seems to be a yardstick of quality before he'll consider a submission.
Yeah.
The submissions process is an often ignored part of our democracy. There is no yardstick for a quality of a submission. Anybody can do it. It can be handwritten. It can be submitted through the website. It can be a fucking fax. It doesn't matter. It's a part of our democracy that's available for any citizen to do. Well, anybody in the country or outside of it. There's nothing that says that you need to be a learned professor or an expert in the field.
In fact, it's good to have the opposite to that person you've just described. In other words, getting a full representation of everybody, whether you're learned and can use 4-syllable words or whether it's all 2-syllable words because you're not quite as smart, but it's still very clear. We should have a broad range of submissions.
Removing opportunities for people to express their opinion into their democracy does not make our democracy stronger. Now, ACT and its supporters and David Seymour will often wax lyrical about the strengths of Western democracy and the democratic process and that sort of thing. And again, I want to call out this hypocrisy as the benefit of more political donations than the left. That weakens our democracy. as a party that is comprised of so many former lobbyists and benefits from the actions of other lobbyists, they weaken our democracy. Putting a yardstick up for a submission that earns his respect somehow weakens our democracy.
Yeah.
The fact that he will attack our public broadcaster and put a yardstick there that they need to clear for him to come on the show weakens our democracy. It all lines up